Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis, and during my travels in Africa, I had the great pleasure of interviewing Dr. Malikwa. And Dr. Malikwa is a traditional African healer. He is Khoisan and is a chief among his people, as well as a traditional healer, and he had many interesting things to say during the interview. I want to thank Dawn Harrison for acting as our guest interviewer. She actually asked the questions. And I will point out that at the beginning of the interview, Dr. Malikwa is using an interpreter and speaking Afrikaans. But as the interview progresses, he relaxes and begins to speak English. And he has, again, many fascinating things to say. It is in some ways a look into a world we rarely see outside of Africa, and I think you'll find it a very fascinating interview.
I'm Dr. Malikwa, a traditional doctor. I'm glad to meet you. Van geboorte af, my oma was 'n erkende voetvrouw.
Since birth and childhood, my grandmother was a well-known midwife.
En daar het ek geleer die werk van om mense te kan help, die uitkenning van medisyne.
And that's where I basically learned the art of healing and the different medicinal plants.
En dan, dit is eintlik baie wyd as ek met volle tydsplanne gehad baie tyd in beslag neem om heel agter die waarheid van die storie te kom.
It's a broad spectrum, so I won't elaborate too much on it because it will take up too much time, but I'll try my best to make it as simple as possible.
Wanneer ek het ook gekry as ek iemand met my oog kyk, kon ek sien waar lê die probleme waaraan die een suffer. En terselfde tyd ook die genesingsmiddel wat van toepassing is volgens die probleem.
Since then I received the eye to can see when there's any problem or ailment in the person's body and also what to do to heal the person with any means necessary.
Daar is sekere probleme wat medikasie nodig voor is om te genees en daar is daar ook wat jy geestelik kan genees deur die oplegging van hande, na die salwing van olie en handeoplegging en dan daal die krag van die Here neer en die genesing geskied.
There are certain ailments that you can heal with medicinal plants and others on a spiritual level whereby you anoint the person with oil and they get healed on a spiritual level in that way.
Daai is 'n baie diep storie wat verskil met die normale denke van die mens en die invulling van die Heilige Gees.
That is a very, very deep story and has to do with being filled with the Spirit, and it's not on a normal level.
Wanneer as ek iemand diagnoseer, dan maak ek die mees gebruik van my geestesoë sodat ek ten volle in kontak met God kan wees om die verborge aan my te openbaar.
I use my spiritual eye to diagnose people so that the
verborge.
So that the unknown, unseen knowledge can come forward this stand for?
The Lord said there is some secrets that He will not share with anybody. And what I never saw was the eye and not coming up in the heart. This is the connection between you and God. The closer contact. So then I'm not allowed to share it with anybody without God's permission.
So in other words, it's like the deepest secrets,
The deepest secret.
the unknown.
So
Does it allow you to bring it out? Sometimes.
sometimes, but I must make very sure to who I share it with. Some people, it's not strong enough to could take it.
Can you give us some examples? Sorry, Reverend. Can you give us some examples of you pointing at pictures there on the wall of what you've experienced through healing people?
Really. So, if I got a client who came to me and he's full of entities, I could look him and I look through him and I see what happened. If they use magic and make use of witchcraft, then I saw that. And the moment I spoke to them, I took control about the spirit in a spiritual way.
Is it sort of like an evilness that you see, or
I saw the evilness that you see the lady here.
is it, that's her feet, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they plant something at the gate, you walk over it, it hits you there. Now they mix that stuff with magic. So if you went to the doctor couldn't see. The x-rays and all that couldn't pick it up. That's why that started. For 7 years, she's hospital in and out, different doctors.
Looks very painful.
It's painful. Inside of the skin, the worms was going up and down inside. And I will have to remove all that out and cleanse the blood inside so that it could recover. Sometimes there's no injection, there's no rubbing or whatever to cure this. So the plants to make tea and give you the plants to remove all the germs one time out of your whole body. This is the puring of blood. Because this stuff running into the whole body and chop you out of life. Even in spiritual, if the pain overpower you, it's not easy to can pray. If you go down in business, you are a rich man, and all of a sudden you flop, then you could not understand. As yesterday I got people who wants to kill themselves, and this morning as well, 5 people wants to kill themselves.
Why?
No, they couldn't take it anymore. They try a lot of people and things getting more worse. But through the phone, I listen to them and I pick the photo of them in my mind. And I send a word of healing and they recover.
That's powerful stuff. Powerful stuff, eh?
Yes, indeed.
That lady there, right at the back, she lives in New York. Her sister came to me and asked for help.
Does your sister live in South Africa?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She said, here. I left my hands and I said, now, right now, I send the word to New York. She was black poison there. And she phoned the time when we here. She fell down and she started vomit and the stomach runs. She stood up.
Almost like a cleansing.
Yes.
Sure.
And the following week, she came to me.
My goodness.
There's another one on top of her. You see that little,
The yellow one there. The yellow.
yeah, the hello picture. There's a white lady there.
Yeah.
She's from New York. And the little one on top, there's a little bucket with a baby. Her mother was 2 years pregnant with her. They bring her from the hospital to me, and it took me only 15 minutes. When that baby born, he was already 2 years.
And you didn't know what caused it? It just
It's
you got.
black magic. There was 3.
Ah, okay. So it's black
The
magic.
womb was blocked. Was 3. They call it tuberculosis. I don't know.
I know Tokolosh.
3 of them was in the womb.
With the baby.
Yes. From here down, it was black and swollen. And when they bring her with the ambulance, the blood was running. And I took the baby out.
And the Tokolosh just gone.
3 of them.
Really?
He born in my toilet.
You might want to explain what that word means.
A Tokolosh. It's an evil little being, troublemaker. They're not good news. They're not. If you've got a Tokolosh, they're evil.
They running on the roof.
They're under your beds.
Under the bed, and
Yes.
black shadows and all.
It's just evilness.
They
make
use,
mischief.
make use of
They
it.
make mischief.
So when they took a person and they kill you, and they take parts of your body, and they took some animals, and they made that evil from that. Then they take from the grave, they collect the spirit of the death
To get their energy and
to get their energy in that.
Right.
So this is not an easy part of
Do you think
things.
it's
It
as
does
real?
exist,
It does.
but
It
that
does.
is what where the witch doctors come in, where they harvest organs. We had a number of clients who worked at parlors, whereby they left their jobs because they get bribed and they get paid off to steal organs.
For body parts.
And they wouldn't do it. So their lives were in danger. So it does exist, but it's a black market type of thing.
So it's a real thing.
It's a real
Yes.
Those are what witch doctors make use of to create these bad spirits that go and harm people in their sleep and those type of things. So those are the type of spirits that gets encountered.
That's why we
every
need
day.
people like you.
But do they need the body parts to achieve that, what they want to achieve?
That
I mean,
magic.
is there no other ways of achieving it without using body parts?
Apparently the human DNA is powerful, and that's why they make use of that with animals as well.
Really?
Yes.
So the human is more powerful.
Yes. So that's why the witchcraft and those type of things exist.
Yeah.
When they make covenants with blood.
And,
That's because there's life force in there. So which harbors evil much easily.
Yeah.
So that's why they make use of that.
Was there.
That's such powerful stuff here. It's like
And say, for instance, you're married and your life is on top. Think of, then the next person come and they get jealous,
And that's where,
and then they send that type of spirit to conquer you down.
Of course.
so what, if they wanted to do that, would they go to like a witch doctor?
They go
or?
to the Sangoma.
Okay.
Or which
That's where
Okay.
Sangoma came in.
There's like a negative side to the Sangoma?
That's right.
Mm.
Now they got that spirit of harm.
I can't believe that there are people like that in this world.
It is.
I don't want to
In
believe
every
that.
culture.
If we start now from the beginning, this coming Saturday, we will be 30 different tribes
Sure.
who's going to gathering to get the first people of South Africa in their right place.
Fantastic. That's good news.
Yeah. I'm also a chief there.
Okay.
And as I
A chief
said
of a
now-
tribe or a...
Yes.
No,
I know.
not the tribe of the traditional, the medicinal.
What is it called?
There's no specific name. There's too many.
They just know you that you are that.
There's a lot
Person.
of Khois and Khoi sons together there.
Yeah.
And now we discussed the whole matter
Awesome.
and how they took the land without paying.
Mm.
It's not gift to them.
Mm.
And how they treat the people. And now they want to make a change. The government already said, you can have it.
Fantastic.
They admit things is out of control.
I know with a lot of plants as well that have been,
exploited.
yeah, exploited.
Yeah. So, even when I throw the bone, I could look into your life. Oh, never mind what it is.
Mm.
What went wrong? Sometimes there's a little thing who is the cause of the whole mess up
Yeah.
of the body. Then you need to remove that.
But you have to recognize that little cause. Yeah.
You have to.
Okay.
So when I throw bones, diagnosing you and prove you what I said is true. I say, for instance, if I said your life is blocked, then you could say, can you prove me that I'm blocked? I said, yes, lay on the bed,
Mm.
calm down, and when I touch, then you meet your problem for the first time.
Yeah.
You ask me, how is that possible? So gift is a deep thing. As I said right in the beginning, between you and God. We are His, so say, the tools
Yeah.
on earth.
Yes.
He will never come for one person. They're using human being here. So throwing bones is to make very sure. If you go to somebody, and now especially here, you saw lots of different tribes here. And they came with their rubbish and messed this country, destroy it. So that's why there must be somebody who could see, hear the voice, and who understand if God spoke.
Mm.
That's why I went to different tribes to learn from their side. I study what it is to put magic on someone else and how they send that spirit. Otherwise I couldn't do it, I will kill myself. I must get the wisdom. That's why I went there. One of the great things that I experienced was in Swaziland, where King Sibusiso Tom Swaziland, that people was in a Second World War, and where his healers is, and make the moodies and all that, where the snake come out with the 7 heads, and a fire out of that fountain.
And also, Dr. Malikwa, I see you've got a certificate up here.
Yeah.
That is your registered practitioner certificate.
Yes.
And over here we've got a traditional,
This.
yeah.
Yeah. I was staying in Mitchell's Plain.
Okay.
Now, they want to know on this different names of sickness here.
Yeah.
It's cancer.
That when the
I see liver, that's liver, eh? Liver.
yeah, when the professionals come to test you,
Yeah.
so that they could pass you, they know exactly
What you've specialized, what you've done.
what you specialize in.
Yeah.
And then I got a big certificate who is signed in the higher court as well.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you have got some legitimacy as well.
I notice you have a chart of chakras on the wall as well.
Yeah, that is all. So you must know, that's what I said. When I'm doing this is more in spiritual
Mhm.
line.
Yeah.
Even when you use your fingers running over the whole body and pick up, then you remove.
It's almost like an energy that you.
The energy you goes over into.
Okay, so do you also work with the different energy centers
Yes.
of the chakras? Okay.
Yeah. You see, there is for man and woman.
Do you mind removing the chart? That chart is in front of the clamps.
This one.
The second one, yes. Now this is where you got illness
Give it to you.
inside. And I gave you from this tea, and you use a teaspoon of this in 2 liters boiling water. You make a tea. Then you cleanse the inside of
Your body.
your body, and especially for the woman.
So your
To
women,
remove-
the reproductive
Okay.
organs and
Yeah.
all of those type
To
of things for
clean
both
that.
males and females.
And seal the whole inside, so the blockage was there that you struggle to bring babies forward. They remove it and recover. Sometimes the people go because the sticks around here,
Fallopian tubes.
Yeah.
then it's not cancer. So I give you some of the tea there, and you drink, you warm it out of you. Goes out. Then all the worm and all that stuff, it's removed, then your blood is pure. Now you can connect with your husband, and
So if I was trying to have a baby, that would help me for fertility.
yeah, you will use only one bottle. Be careful for twins. Yeah.
And then can you tell me if I want a boy or a girl? Will you be able to tell me that?
Yes.
Yes.
You can predict if I wanted a boy.
Yes,
Sure.
I could see.
You would actually see before ahead of time what you're
Before
going
you
to
even-
bring forth.
Fall pregnant.
There's a lady who phoned me yesterday afternoon. She said, the greatest man in the world I said, how come? He said, you done what nobody could do to me. I am nearly 6 months pregnant
Awesome. Fantastic.
from one bottle medicine.
Sure.
Wonderful.
That is wonderful.
And there is a lot. It's not only, I work with many different people. I don't care what it is. I'm worried about the problem. So I got nothing to do what your other things is. I do what you're coming for. But I must say, I like my job.
I can see that.
And I like to work with people who are so deep down, hurted, to bring them up from that hole, the darkness that I could see. So
I want to ask you, where do you, if you're working with people all the time, and don't you get drained? Where do you find your strength and your energy? How do you rejuvenate yourself and build up your strength? Because you're with people that are sick all the time, and you're just giving.
yeah, see, this is like a person who knows his job. I know how to give and how
To hold back.
to hold back. I like to drink a lot of water.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you like to drink a lot. Okay.
I don't smoke. I don't.
Live a
Drink.
healthy lifestyle.
It's like that. I like to eat fruits. And biltong, dry different biltongs, different dry fruits.
So you don't buy KFC and McDonald's and...
And I eat meat. So, but I like to talk a lot. But I don't take rubbish.
Yeah.
It's me. It's
Good.
me.
You can stop it. You don't... Yeah.
Yeah, this is what it is. So,
Sure.
this is, what do you think, what is this?
So it's a hippo.
Yeah, made of,
Is that red jasper?
it's just,
Hey. Brett would be proud of you.
yeah.
So that's the rounded off product, and that's the jasper in its raw form on the other side.
So that's been polished.
Yes.
And
Yeah, this is the wrong one.
Okay. It's red, eh?
Yeah.
Sure.
This stones is birthstones. So if you feel very dry up and the month you're born in that, and you took this, you keep it in your hand, then you feel how it
Charges you up again.
charges you up again.
We believe that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who don't know that.
can sit just.
Don't need to come forward.
I'll squeeze.
And contrary to belief, stones and medicine and all these things, they work together. There's
Yeah, you
not
don't.
actually
If they're
a
not separate,
separation.
it's all.
As you could see here, they break this out of a rock. There's so lots of power in this. And that came from his country.
Ah.
Some of the prophets, the clothes that they wear was made of the different stone. And that gave them that power. When they put that clothes on,
You feel
The spirit fill you from your head up to your feet. And whatever you say, it happened. Before the preachers, when they waved their hand, the people was falling down and spoke in tongue. And it's lost now.
Yeah.
But God is still the same. If I make use of the stone, I change your whole spirit in you. That, to keep it here, I could feel how your heart beat
Sure.
and how your lungs pump and the blood pumps over to your heart and the strength of, say, the fire, the ice, ne?
Iron.
Yeah. How it cooked. A lot of people don't know the blood cook in you. Otherwise you got dead blood. You start getting black in your face and all that. So this gave that. And if you keep it too long, you say,
You get hot.
you got, yeah, like hot flesh and that. It's too. Then you leave it to relieve you. Then you keep it only in your pocket. Like
Oh, okay.
I get energy the whole time when I smoke because I made use of a tiger eye.
Oh, yes.
Very good
That's a
communication.
beautiful one. That's a
Oh my
beautiful
goodness,
one.
yeah.
Wow. That is beautiful.
So I could smoke up till tomorrow, right through. But the more I'm going on, and when our mindset became one another, then the Spirit opened more things. That's what I say, things you never saw before.
It's almost like a big responsibility for you because
It
I think a
is
lot of people come to you with, and they have high expectations of you. How do you handle that?
easy. Like the baby, how many months? Die een met die slanggare.
Ash was 6 months.
6-month-old baby. They bring her to me. There was a snake with 2 heads inside of her. They go to the Sangoma and the Sangoma don't like snake. He said no, he said go to Malikwa. There's a bushman. He will know how to handle it. You know that? 6 months baby is so strong. 3 persons must keep her on the table. That I could take the snake out. It was not 5 minutes in.
What did you do with the snake when you take it out?
I'm using herbs. I burn it.
Okay.
I turn the baby upside down and she inhaled. And that medicine,
Herbs.
yeah. And I couldn't take it.
Ah, okay.
Came out. And the baby recovered.
Sure. Dr. Malikwa, please won't you speak to us about this? I'm fascinated by
Okay,
your
this
crocodile
guy,
foot. You must
Say-
see a picture of that.
there's a certain time the animals go to the river. Some is in big dams. Now, what he doing is he could see very far and sharp.
My sister was in murky water,
Yeah.
or muddy water.
Now, when they could sense the animal is coming, this is the time. Now, what he doing? He go underneath of the water. Then they do it with his fingers.
Okay.
Then the sand changed the color of the water. They couldn't see nice. But he jumps 3 meters high out of the water. and they grab them fully,
With the nose.
no, and they pull him in
To the water.
to the water. Then he threw his whole body over and he break the neck.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if he sit here and the people came with different things, he
Lovely. Lovely. I like that.
Yes, indeed.
I like that. That is brilliant.
so the bad spirit couldn't touch nobody. What we was talking about. It's a very, very fruitful day. And there's a lot of honors in that. We got a foreign guy who came in here. You want to know who's it?
There you are, Don. There you are. Is he there? That's him.
He's coming to me.
Yes, indeed.
In spiritual. His spiritual place, it's open. It's not closed. It's open. There is no bad key who could block him because this is wide open and keeps that out. His spirit is too strong for that. Foreign again. This is also open. His ancestor, his mouth is wide open.
Sounds about right.
Sure.
Even whoever wants to try him, to hit him badly, there's a time that this one wants to use chocolate to destroy his man part. But this one was too great. His world, it's open. Whatever he's doing is for sure great. This is the hand to carry him. Here again, they open doors and they point it out here. You got a lot of energy.
Yes.
Say I lie. Say it loudly, I lie.
Oh no, everything is exactly so. Absolutely. And you know nothing about me, and it is exactly so.
Verstaan u nou regtig? Dus ek nog vir verduidelik hoe werk. Ek hoef nie vir u te ken nie. Ek kan hier sien. Maar nou kyk ons breek my sê in nie.
What's that? Explain.
In other words, it's like we're not burglars, we're not thieves.
Yeah.
We need permission from somebody to
Okay.
work for
Ja,
Okay.
So
Absolutely.
we don't
That's
know
well put.
anybody.
That's
Yeah.
very well put.
say if I tell her or something, I could hurt her inner. Because we are human. And we don't like everybody must know what is going on. But if she came and said, I want a reading,
Yeah.
Mhm.
then I could say, this is this, that is that. You're in the house things go like this, it's like this and that. You've got personal programs and blah, 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 blah. That's how it works.
There certainly are a lot of bones here.
That is the spirit who came from the great grandfathers, the ancestors. Spirit from there. Here I am with them, and here is the medicine. And even the medicine for luck, and to cover that nothing could harm you.
Protected.
They call it protection. You see. If there is problem to give birth to the babies, and there's magic, then the ancestral, this is a Khoi healer, Khoi sun healer, who's here to see that nothing must go wrong with that baby. Like the baby who
no
born,
babies.
eh?
No babies, I've told you.
You want the baby.
No babies, Dr.
No, that is honest. So, come again. Here is the bucket, hold up to catch up with the goodness, good things. If you are coming back to him again. Wherever you walk, it will be.
Thank you.
Say now there is something wrong, then I take this away, and you take this away, you take this away, the magic,
Those are all the bad things.
and the
Okay.
stumbling blocks, and the key you make that all wrong things is coming to you, you pray, you do whatever you like, but things go only down, and you can't go up. Because this is the blockage, stumbling blocks into your life. Then we remove that. And that's why, and then you feel now,
Yeah,
all that heavy load was here, it's gone.
yeah.
Now say, it works 100% because the brain is clear. I can see clearly now.
Oh, the rain is gone. Rain is gone. I can see all
I can see,
obstacles.
you see
in
me.
my way.
So this is, I'm very happy and I feel good
Awesome.
Wonderful.
to
Thank you.
could say something. I know everything works out
Yeah.
good. This is a strong protection.
That's an Indian name.
Ah,
Oh my goodness.
That's its claw.
It looks like a dragon's claw, like you can imagine.
Say that it comes on. So the talk a lot is
Is it like from a bird or something?
it's a lion.
That's an Indian lion. One of Dad's clients that he gave that to
That's
him as
cool,
a
eh?
gift.
It's
That's
So
nice.
that is where it locks in by the
Beautiful.
paw, and that is where the nail is attached to.
it's
So
quite
it's
magnificent.
Look at the size of that nail.
And the African lion's nail is much broader and much longer.
But that's Indian.
That's an Indian lion.
This is a jackal.
Jackals.
A jackal.
Don't trust the jackal.
A red one.
Red jackal.
to use that for
to
to show somebody's deceitful.
You know,
So everything has a symbolism.
God gave you the moon,
Oh
the
yeah.
sun, and the stars.
And you fall for it.
Fall into. And then he caught you.
Anyway,
He lies, a big liar.
Now, these many different things you've acquired over the years as you're drawn to them?
Yeah. Yes. A lot. This is also a protection. Say wherever you go, this is a gate opening. When you travel and you get from the tree, this one. A lot of people make accidents. For a rain, a cloud, and all that. But this, hold up.
keeps it that bad.
That's why you must know the herbs. That is for this, that is for that, that is for this. You make use of the honey. You can go to that thing for the honey.
The beer.
Even in the night you hear their bodies never stop. So if the business is down, you make use of that, and the business is night and day, your business working, because it's like a bee. Sweet.
Worker bee, yeah.
Ah. But be careful for the man who's a jackal.
Jackal.
His tongue is like honey. And I told you exactly what is going on. Then we are on your ancestor.
It's almost like guidance from your ancestor.
Yes.
That's what Debbie was saying as well. That you get the guidance from the ancestor.
From the
and
ancestor.
yeah.
Then they show
Almost
you.
it is.
What?
It's not almost it is.
It is. It is.
I hope you enjoyed that interview and that you'll join us for many more interesting presentations here on Magic TV.